fun. Like,
Yeah.
what do you do?
I do fashion design.
Yeah, he's been cutting clothes in my place for the last 3 days.
Yeah.
What's your brand called?
Well, I'm under my designer name, Iric Wilds. Yeah. So, yeah, I do like a lot of cut and sew stuff. I take raw materials and then I create them into tangible, like wearable items with the sewing machine. Yeah.
He's my little mini Kanye, man.
That's dope.
Yeah.
Some people call me like Young Virgil. I mean, I wouldn't give myself that yet. You know, I'm still working up to that. But you know, you got to start somewhere.
100%.
Yeah. So,
And it's just consistency over a long period of time.
most definitely.
I'm like a firm believer of that. There's no such thing as failure.
Yeah.
It's just you just gave up.
Gave up, exactly. Ran out of juice.
So what are you guys working on? Is he making some merch?
Yeah,
and shit?
yeah, we've been doing. So I've been focusing on the clothing stuff this year. You know.
Yeah, you've always kind of had like a thing.
Yeah. So you know, instead of just like this one's just like a basic blank hoodie, and I put something on it. I'm trying to get more like actual into the development space. So it's like more drippy, more custom shit. You know.
Yeah.
So we just got literally 2 yards of fabric. We cut up. We did a t-shirt, like an oversized t-shirt. We did a crop top today. Yesterday we did shorts also. So we did a bunch of pieces. Some of them were like, and then I put them on that's the cool thing about having like a following is like we got instant feedback. We put it up. People were hitting us up like yes, no, trash.
Oh wow.
We were getting roasted yesterday for this piece. It was bad.
Just raw feedback.
Yeah,
man.
just raw feedback. You know.
So how much stock do you put in that?
I mean, we just made one once.
No, I'm saying like the people, like, because there's a part of me that almost wants to just say like, just do you and like fuck what they think.
Right.
Yeah.
Because like, who are these people giving you feedback? I guess if you have enough,
Yeah.
if like 100 people say no.
Yeah. I mean, in a sense, it's like, you know, as much as I can make stuff that I like to wear, like, then I'll just be wearing it. But
Yeah, you need people to want to buy it.
Yeah,
that's the goal.
That's the goal. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So I think it's kind of finding a happy medium between like what you like and what other people like.
Exactly.
So
yeah, because I always think about like, you know, a lot of times I'll think about like, I just watched this thing on Home Alone. Like, have you heard this Netflix show about like how it was made or whatever? Like Home Alone, it's just one example. There's so many of these examples of where like the people, like nobody, like Rocky, the movie Rocky, like nobody wanted to buy that script. You know what I'm saying? Like it was like, and Home Alone, like no one wanted, like they actually stopped making the movie like halfway through because they pulled their funding.
Wow.
And then like once it finally got made, it was like broke every fucking record and it like still plays every Christmas. It's like the most highest money make because one dude like fucking believed in it.
Yeah.
And everyone else, I feel like Kanye is, I don't know. I always go back to him for some reason because I feel like he's like the,
because you're in Calabasas.
yeah, but he's also, I feel like the longest lasting, like authentic art. Like when he first put out 808s and Heartbreaks, it was like, this fool's tripping. A lot of people were thinking that.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it ended up just being like
A classic.
same with like Bob Dylan when he went electric. It was like everyone was hating, but then they finally caught up. So it's like I feel like if you're ahead of your time, you might be getting a lot of no's.
Yeah.
But that's just
that
because
is
they
true.
don't get it yet.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I guess you're right. Like finding that happy medium is important, but like also knowing like for you, like you're the artist making the clothes. Like if you feel really strongly about something, like
Right.
I would say like follow that. Sometimes
Yeah.
I don't know. It's tricky.
Yeah. I completely get what you mean. Even another good example of that, the Duffer Brothers, the creators of like Stranger Things and stuff.
100%. Yeah.
Yeah, in the very beginning, the critics were saying like, no, this isn't a good idea. Like, we don't want kids to be like the main cast. They thought like, you know, we're not gonna like people aren't gonna want to watch, you know, kids running on adventures.
Yo.
Now look at that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
And you know what's crazy about
crazy.
that is it's like already proven to work.
Exactly.
With like E.T.
Yeah.
or whatever, like all the movies that they're taking from. But
Yeah.
like, I guess in the Suits defense, like if it already worked, like why would we do it again and copy it and expect it to work again? But like, yeah, that's actually a good example. It's like usually these groundbreaking things that no one wants to co-sign,
Exactly.
but they fucking, if you
skyrocket.
push through, this shit like goes. Like, have you guys seen Uncut Gems yet?
No, I haven't seen that.
Oh, but you heard of it?
It sounds super familiar.
It's
a
a
show
new
or it's a
Adam
movie?
Sandler movie where he's got like the broken nose and what about Good Time?
Good time. No.
It's a serious movie or no?
They're two movies made by these brothers from Brooklyn, these kids, and they're just so dope. If you haven't seen either of these movies, you won't really understand what I'm saying. But it's kind of like, you know, remember Kids, the movie?
I think we're too young.
Yeah. You should. I'm gonna
Boomer.
no, but like I'm gonna send you a link though, because this shit could like change your life. Like this is like a movie about like skaters in like New York, and like
kids. Yeah,
they're just like going apart. It's like real. It's like a real look into what kids are actually doing.
Yeah,
it's not like watered down.
Hollywood
It's
shit,
like you know Euphoria. Like I haven't seen the show,
Mm.
but it's kind of like that, but like dope, actually dope. You know.
got it.
But yeah, these kids are doing some really, really next level shit. I'll send you a link to. Well, Kids came out in the 90s.
In the 90s,
it was like
yeah.
NC-17, and we like snuck into the theater. It was just like kids skating and like doing whippets and like just fucking chicks at parties and like. You know, Harmony Korine's in it, like selling like hallucinogenics at a rave, and it's like, what the fuck is this? Like, this is so dope. Like, I've never seen anything like it because Larry Clark was this 50-year-old like dude who's had this like crazy career of like drug addiction and being in jail, and like he directed his first film at 50 called Kids, and he got this kid Harmony Korine who was like a 17-year-old skater from Brooklyn who like wrote this like script that was like basically his life going to parties and like, and they made this fucking movie with like people who weren't even really actors. They were like skaters and like New York kids. But it looks so good because it's shot on film and Larry Clark's a fucking genius. But it also has this like raw element of like you've never seen anything like that. So like I haven't seen anything like that since until the Safdie brothers, these two kids from Brooklyn, put out Good Time. And this new movie called Uncut Gems with actually, who's the basketball player in it? Kevin Garnett is like in the movie. And he like rolls up to the jewelry store with his like boys. Because that's like what basketball players do. They like buy jewelry. Okay. And like there's a dude, but it's like the real Diamond District in New York. And it's like there's like, it just feels so raw and so real. Yeah. The reason I bring that up is only because like that's like what I want to do. Like
that type of film you're saying,
kinds of movies like I want to make, you know, like I want to really expose like the suburban like the drug scene in suburban, like in Calabasas, right? People know of Calabasas as like the spot where Kanye and but really like kids are shooting dope in Calabasas. Really? Like this shit is these kids are ODing like everywhere. Like this shit is like real, you know, the opioid thing and like, you know. You know, and like music and recovery and just that whole story. What I went through, you know?
Yeah. So part of it's going to be your story in a sense, you know?
Oh, no. It's basically my story if I never got sober.
Understood.
And my dad was like a billionaire, and he hired a sober companion to just watch me.
I see.
Sober companion is like a guy who basically watches someone. Just to try to keep him sober, but it usually doesn't work. Like Scott Weiland from Stone Temple Pilots had a sober companion, or like Ben Affleck.
Ben Affleck had a sober companion?
Yeah, like a dude that, like Scott Disick. So I actually knew Scott Disick's sober companion. Do you know who Scott Disick is?
Yeah, he's like
Kim Kardashian,
Jenner guy,
or whatever. So like they're like my friend, this older dude Mike, would like just like lived with him.
Really?
And this fool was like sneaking out and like fucking prostitutes and just going crazy, right? Wow. But like my boy Mike was hired by his family just to like watch him and try to keep him. This is like a thing that people do.
Yeah.
And I just think it's a really cool story to like expose that, like the guy that's like trying to like keep the kid sober, but like the kid keeps fucking getting out, getting out, doing crazy shit.
Yeah.
Do you act at all?
You know, I'm in Hollywood, so yeah, I guess I'm an actor.
Yeah, you don't give a fuck. See, that's the thing about like YouTubers. Like you guys, you're not like actors, but like the idea of having a camera around isn't even That's like whatever.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, you're not even tripping.
Yeah, yeah. Right. I mean, I think it's like we turn it up for social media. So regardless, it's like, you know, like, of course I'm acting. If I wasn't acting, I'd be sitting here in my chair smoking weed. That's me not acting. Anything else is acting, you know?
Yeah.
Like, if we're setting up a joke for camera and we're laughing and we're ripping on each other, you know, yeah, it might seem like it's, you know, authentic and natural, but
but what if there's like lights and like people?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, it is acting, you know.
You can do it.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I think people, and this is a big misconception too, is like when you see an actor on a TV screen, there's that separation. This is Hollywood. This is a big production. He's an actor. He's acting. He's not this person in real life. On YouTube, oh, this is my friend. This is somebody recording in their bedroom. This is how they are 24/7. What I'm seeing on the screen is this person, right? So there's like a different mental way of like seeing things. I feel like, at least for the consumers, you know. Even for me, when I watch YouTube videos of personalities, like, I think it's true to who they actually are, but you never know, really. You know,
actually, I think I think there's a difference between like acting and like being comfortable in front of cameras, right? Because like, I think a lot of the best actors, they're not actually acting. Like for example, like Denzel. Like Denzel is just Denzel.
Yeah.
In every fucking movie.
Yeah.
He's just such a dope guy that he doesn't need to act.
Yeah.
Right? So I think that's what I meant, like, for you. Like, like, for example, like, because I'm just thinking about, like, you know, maybe you being in something that I make.
Yeah, 100%.
That's why I'm asking you that.
Oh, 100%,
you know what
man.
I'm saying?
If you want to play a role, if you want to play a badass punk or a good kid, whatever.
Yeah,
man.
so, like, so I wouldn't even want you to do anything that you wouldn't normally do.
Yeah.
Because I'm not really concerned with like people that can like act. I'm concerned with like finding that real, like, just do you. Like, what would you say? Like, this is what you're supposed to say, but like, how would you say it?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And that's kind of like what these other guys do. But that's what's cool about YouTubers is like they don't give a fuck about a camera. Yeah. And like, I'm really, like, I've been obsessed with this idea of creating kind of like what YouTube is, but like in a cinematic way where it's like, what are we watching right now? Is this a documentary or is it a movie? Because like these aren't really actors, and I feel like these people are doing this, but it looks so good and there's a story. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I mean, it's almost like a scripted vlog, right?
But it looks like a real movie.
Oh yeah,
it's not a vlog.
It's not
like
a vlog.
A movie.
It's shot cinematically.
Like we're bringing the red out. We're bringing lights out. We're micing everyone.
Yeah,
and we're bringing probably 3 or 4 reds out. Actually,
so like a reality show almost.
Kind of, but like
not as produced,
but more cinematic.
More cinematic.
Got it.
Like an actual movie, but like with real people.
So you'd have like over the shoulder shots and all this stuff.
Yeah, so that people could get into their thing. Because what happens with your friends, that authentic, the thing that really, like when it really goes down, like you can't really script that shit.
You can't, yeah.
You know what I mean? So I've been like kind of obsessed with this for a while, which is kind of like why I make these like travel videos, and I try to make them, you know, I've been just like try to figure out a way to like tell a story or a narrative when there wasn't really one when you went. But the problem is I don't have, you know, like a crew and time to set up lights, and it's kind of a tricky thing.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I think even doing voiceovers over B-roll is a really good way to storytell, you know?
For sure. 100%. I don't do enough of that.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I think that should have missed more, like, especially when you're giving those shots of like all those dope animals. If you had your voice talking about something, you know?
Totally.
I think that would have been dope.
I forget about that. Plus, I don't really have a bunch of time and resources to like go back and like
to reshoot shit or get some.
I'm done with that.
Yeah.
Like exactly. I spent a couple days on it, and now I need to move on.
Yeah.
But like we are working on like an actual reality show for Ridge.
Nice.
Which we did like confessionals, and it's a lot easier when you have the person like Salty. There's a time.
Yeah.
What'd you say? Like we sat him down and we had him explain like what the fuck he was doing, why he was on Tinder, in the fucking front of the stage.
Yeah.
We're at Complex Con and fucking who's about to go on like. Whatever, the baby.
Yeah.
And this fool's like in the barricade, like on Tinder with the lens cap on his fucking thing.
Yeah.
And he like runs up to him and like he's like, "What the fuck are you doing?"
Yeah.
So he was able to explain like what he was doing.
Yeah.
You know.
That's funny right before.
Yeah, it gets pretty crazy. Troy got his lens stolen.
Oh my God.
The night before we were shooting this event or this Halloween party from Jason's Halloween party, this big songwriter friend of mine who you maybe met, the Elephant Heart.
He was here last time.
Yeah, the Elephant Heart guys.
Yeah.
And you saw their video that we had just done.
Sick. And then you finally put it out. I saw.
Yeah, they're fucking crushing. Dude, that song is on the Apple Podcast, the AirPod commercial.
You serious? Wow.
Like that fool. Well, because he's got this crazy team around him because he produced all these big songs for all these big artists, but now they're working on their project. And he's just got the team.
Yeah.
So he made a song and they just submitted it for fucking everything.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
Apple was like, "Oh, we fuck with this because it's like worldly and you're unknown."
Yeah.
So they fucking got the sync.
Yeah. Fire.
But yeah, so we shot that party till like 3 or 4 in the morning, and then we went to fucking Long Beach to shoot Complex Con. So it was just, yeah. Well, me and Tim, we show up whenever we want.
You slept in.
No, but it was cool. We had like fucking 20 guys there. Do you go to Complex Con?
No, I haven't been.
I've been there. I think it was like 2 years ago.
Yeah, that was probably the first one.
Yeah, in Long Beach.
Yeah, we shot that one too. We shot all of them.
Oh, sick.
Yeah, like well, we shoot for Complex Con, but then we'll also shoot for like certain activations, and then because Complex Con does the show. So we're shooting the artists and shit. My buddy Aaron actually like started that. He used to run Agenda.
Agenda, yeah.
So you're in the clothing.
Yeah.
Have you heard of Agenda?
I have heard of it.
Yeah. So Agenda kind of replaced ASR, which was like a trade show for clothing companies.
Right.
You know, to meet the consumers.
Agenda Joe.
Yeah, you know Joe. But yeah, like, dude, you guys, you're fucking. I'd love to see some of the shit you're making.
Hell yeah, most definitely.
You know?
Yeah.
I'll send you some pics tonight.
Yeah,
It's weird though because like I want to say, you know, like we do work for Aaron and a bunch of people in the clothing industry, and I'm like, he's like kind of like one of my best friends, and he's like so plugged into that world.
Right.
But it's like weird. I wonder how important that even is right now. It's like not that important.
Oh, like with the power of social media and everything, you're saying
Like you already have more than what anyone else would ever want. Meaning like Agenda's like pretty much. Well, Agenda is like pretty much done.
yeah,
Like they're done. Like because the stores don't fucking matter.
yeah.
It's all online.
What was that show they had?
Online.
It was Agenda. They had a show, right?
Well, they turned it from Agenda to
Into-
Agenda Show.
Okay.
And the first one was like Little Dicky and like ASAP showed up.
Yeah.
When who was performing? The first one where ASAP showed up. Oh, it was Tyler the Creator. It was like a Odd Future.
Okay.
And like ASAP came on stage and it was like crazy, but like they can't. Like it's dead because it's like how'd that fucking die? Because they tried to turn a trade show into like
A shopping show or something like that.
yeah,
right?
they tried to turn a trade show, which is where consumers and brands meet.
Yeah.
and they get to look at the new line and like decide what they're going to put in their store.
Yeah.
And then like he's like, this is dying because it's all online now.
Yeah.
All trade shows are dying.
Yeah.
Everything's changing.
Yeah. Nobody wants to leave their fucking house.
It's crazy.
Brick and mortars are becoming obsolete.
Yeah. So he started Complex Con with Mark Echo, who owns Complex Magazine.
Right.
And Complex Con is the internet in real life, where you can get exclusive one-offs, like only at Complex Con, and there's like live shows happening throughout the day.
Yeah, exactly. Activations and shit.
But it's funny because if you're going to make clothes, like you already have the platform.
Yeah. Now it's just like getting it out there, you know?
Yeah.
Facebook ads, you know, YouTube ads, and, you know, promoting through your own socials.
And would you start like a separate brand name, or what would it?
Yeah, I mean, I'm thinking right now just to take my name, Durte Dom, and just to shorten it to just Durte, Durte, just to do that, you know, so that way it's not too far off of me, but it's also not my name, so people are like, oh, I'm wearing Durte Dom. It's like,
yeah.
Right.
So it's just Durte, Durte, you know, like how you have Pat Ridge, you know?
Yeah,
Just
exactly.
shortening it.
No, I mean, that's been such a big discussion of like whether to change the name
Of what, Ridge Productions?
of like well, because we had Ridge Production, and then we were like, in the very beginning it was like Ridge Production, like weddings, Ridge Production real estate, and we're like, I don't want any kind of wedding business associated with what we're doing. It needs to be like a separate thing, but I didn't want to like lose the name. And then like this podcast was like the Ridge podcast, but then it was like, you know what, like it needs to be a separate thing,
Entity,
So I don't know, it's hard to, but Dirty, that works.
Yeah, or it could be something completely different, you know?
Yeah, I don't know. This is always hard to like separate, because then you're kind of like starting from scratch, and you want to like be able to lean on
Previous branding and things like that. Mm-hmm.
That's always a really hard decision to make.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's just all really marketing, you know? Like how I see it, if I make a dope piece and I get it on 10 influencers, those 10 will get it out to 50, and then those 50...
Even if it is a brand new name.
Exactly. It doesn't even matter. Just like, there's so many brands that are like, I just see like, boom, a bunch of TikTokers start wearing them because they got gifted their clothes. And then next thing I know, all the Instagram girls have it. Kylie has it. Justin has it. All these people have it. It's just like, it explodes. I mean, you've probably seen it here. I feel like there's a lot of Calabasas brands that kind of come up like that are like local brands that maybe just make really dope stuff. And then they just somehow end up in the hands of these A-listers, you know, right? I mean...
Like what?
What was that?
Well, Born and Raised and Brothers Marshall are friends of mine, but I don't know if that's what he's talking about.
Just like companies like that. I mean, there's like like Shadow Hill. I think they're in Beverly Hills. They're not, I don't think, Calabasas. There was another one like this one. I don't know if you've seen these girls wearing like pants like "Stop Looking at My Dick." Like this brand Pizza Slime.
Yeah, you know what? I think I have seen that.
It's like these black champion sweats with, you know, just says "Stop Looking at My Dick." So that blew up like about a month or two ago. You know, I just seen the same thing, bunch of Instagram people wearing it. Like, then boom, I see all these TikTokers wearing it in TikToks, and then it freaking blew up, and it's everywhere over the internet. You know?
And do you know what that brand is?
Pizza Slime, that's what it's called.
Okay, right.
But I think just by searching the phrase, people stop looking at my dick, boom, it'll take them to their website, you know?
Yeah.
So having those slogans is like really like staple, you know?
Are you like focusing on TikTok?
Yeah, I mean, I'm putting out like, you know, anywhere from like 5 to 10 TikToks a day, and a lot.
What?
Yeah, but it's really easy. Like I'm telling you, like I'll shoot those.
Oh no, I'm like on it.
Yeah, those 5 to 10 I'll shoot in like 2 hours. You know, I try to do it quick, just like idea, boom, film it, boom.
Wow.
You know, because it's
So you would say that's, and I kind of have been feeling this too. Like that's the platform where you can just put out where you can put out 5.
Yeah, and they might all blow up. One of them might blow up, none of them might blow up. But it's like my assistant with freaking 200 followers put out a video of us like jumping from our balcony into like the bottom or whatever, onto like this bed. Got like 2 million views, and like
Done.
And all our other videos like, you know, 30, 40 views, right? But it's like just so randomly, just the algorithm picked her video up. You know?
Yeah, no, I experienced that.
You would never have that happen on Instagram.
It's more like YouTube, where the videos live.
Yeah, exactly.
Longer. Like I have one, like I put up when I proposed to my wife, and like it's like a dope proposal, like on an airplane and shit, where I had the stewardess like
look at him, so romantic
on the thing. Yeah, I mean we were together for like 9 years before I did it, but it got like, it has almost 100,000 views.
Oh wow.
And like I keep getting comments and followers from that one video.
Yeah.
There's a couple other videos I put up, like one of, what's that guy, Cardi's dude's name? Offset. Because at Complex Con, I just rolled up to Offset, I started filming him. I'm like, damn, that fool was shorter than I thought he would be. I don't even know. It wasn't even.
Did you say that to his face?
I just said it. It wasn't even a thing, and it just got like 20, 30,000 just like the next day. Or it's weird because it will like catch. You won't get any views for like a day or two, and then all of a sudden, boom,
crazy, weird.
I actually really like TikTok.
Exactly.
I don't know. It's like it's simple.
Yeah.
But it requires like creative. But you can also be yourself. Like I'm not trying to be the dude that's dancing or.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm not. That's not what I'm doing. I'm gonna do what I'm doing. Like I just put up a video of me in India, like giving food to like kids.
Yeah,
in
exactly.
Slums. Like there's what
so
I
many
did.
so many different niches.
Anything.
And
that's what's cool about TikTok. Also, that's just what's cool about all
social platforms.
All social platforms. People forget. Like you shouldn't be trying to copy someone else.
Yeah.
That's kind of like why I'm doing like I'll talk about like sobriety and like life struggles, and there's like all these motivational people. It's like, are you ever off? Like we're off. Be off, right?
Yeah,
like it's okay to be off.
Yeah.
What's up? You guys
Wrap
go?
it.
Let's wrap her.
Let's wrap it. You got some weed? Can we smoke some weed?
My wife's got like all kinds of weed back there.
Can we go Badger River some weed?
You know what? This is like an adult. Like we have the bong is just out, and there's a jar of weed, a community weed. Like it's like weird. Like when I was young, it was like I got my bag.
Right.
Yeah.
I actually never even got to smoke legally. That's how long I've been sober for. Like I don't even know what the fuck that's like to just go buy weed legally, like or even a dispensary or any of that shit. I was a dude like with an ounce in my pocket and he was like slaying the fools at the party, like behind the scenes.
Keeping it hush hush.
Yeah.
Big time, dude. But I actually would just like roll up like in front of everyone and they'd be like, damn, this fool doesn't give a fuck. I
Badass.
really didn't
That's
give a fuck.
crazy.
Do you know if she has any?
I do.
Oh, you do?
Big guy.
Well, dude.
Still have some of that jar. It's just literally like so old at this point.
Oh, she bought a jar like this big, and we brought it on the houseboat. I don't know if you remember that. We kind of invited you. Nate was supposed to come. We go on every year. We go on like a houseboat on Lake Mead. We get two fucking houseboats. Which the houseboat has a kitchen, beds, and you go out on this lake in a houseboat. It's fucking epic.
When are you guys doing this again?
Every year. I'll let you know.
Yeah.
You can get like your own boat.
Yeah.
With like all your people.
Bring
or
some
you
girls?
can be with us or whatever. Yeah. It's like, it's really fun because when you're in this lake is like massive. We're talking about like, you can't see the end of the lake. It's just like huge coves. You're going down the lake and you see like coves and you're like, oh, no one's in that cove. Let's go over there.
Right.
Raid the cove.
And you just dock it.
Yeah.
Fucking light a fire on the beach.
And that's just your spot.
Cook some
for the
shit up
time.
and you just chill. And then the next day you can like take the boat out into the middle, jump off the fucking roof.
Hard.
I have a video I made. It's fucking epic. But
That's sick.
yeah, I'm really glad that you hit me up and we should do this again.
Of course. Always
And
a
just
pleasure.
hang. Thanks for coming.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Thanks, bro.
Of course.
Good talking.
Thanks for
The
having
Pat Ridge podcast brought to you by Pat Ridge.
Learning to lose.
Learning to lose.
I'm making shirts here and hats.
yeah.
Hashtag learning to lose brought to you by Pat Ridge.
Learning to lose. I'm learning to lose.